Hey guys, it's me, Jay the VA, and today I'll be doing a... What am I doing?
Shut your brain ass up.
Oh, yeah. A tier list on Sands is based on their design. As you know on every single tier list, do not harass people about their opinions. Do what those preschool teachers taught you. If you have something bad to say, don't say it. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
So, first we have... Eror Sands. This one is specifically talking about the one from Ask Eror, which is the original. I love Eror Sands. He's my favorite Sands, honestly. I love his story and how they use the character within Ask Eror. Brought me like a whole new way to see his character once I actually watched it. And there are tons of ways to watch it. I mean, like, I actually watched the dub. I think it was by someone named Candy Queen. I don't remember. Yeah, he gets a hot S tier.
This bitch is biased.
There's no other way to say that. He's my favorite to voice, actually. Next we have Underfill Sands. Underfill Sands, a good old classic. We love him. Now, of course, we're not talking about the actual AU. We're just talking about the Sands. Now, I think he has a great design. It fits his AU amazingly and is well executed. I love the way he's drawn, using official artwork, of course. And if we were to include his AU, it's a pretty basic AU of all things.
With the queen!
It's a pretty basic AU of all things. Considering where it comes from. But the way I just like it. Like Fellifies Sands literally every character. And I love how Flower is actually, well, Flowery or Flower is the one to guide you through the ruins instead of someone like Toriel, say it. Well, not guide you through the ruins. I think they guide you the entire thing, apparently. Of course, you have to bear with me. I don't know too much about all of these. You might be saying,
"Oh, you're an Undertale YouTuber. You're an Undertale YouTuber. Of course you should know about these."
That's exactly how it works, dumbass.
For me, he gets a hot A tier. A tier. Yeah, A tier. That'll be good. Next up, we have Dream. Now, personally, I never read anything related to Dream, or at least his actual comic. I think it is an actual comic. I don't remember. Now, if we're just talking about the Sands, the design is quite well. I like the color scheme on him, and I like his abilities as well. I don't know how they're actually executed inside the comic, but Underverse executes them well. But these are two separate things inside of here, and also they're just two separate characters in general. Everything about Underverse is two separate characters. Like Underverse Eror, yeah, he's cool. But anyway, sorry for talking about Eror for so long. Dream, he gets a hot. I mean hot. But I keep messing up. A hot. I want to say low A, but he can be an A, right below Bell. Nightmare. I want to say the same thing about him. I don't know too much about him, aside from him being the king of negativity, and also the whole Black Apple and how Passive Nightmare was mistreated as a person. Although I do think I'm pretty sure, yeah, Passive Nightmare and Nightmare are two separate characters. Not in here, but they're just two separate characters in general. I think Passive Nightmare is actually dead, so that's nice. But I do like his design. Pretty basic of all things, but I still do love it. Classic. We love him. He gets a hot A tier just like his brother. Hortale. I don't know nothing about him aside from him being hard. He's basically just normal Sands, but he's harder. So he'll get B tier. Frost. Now, Frost, since he's an Underverse original, he isn't gonna have Underverse right by his name. Not an Underverse original, he's an Xtale original, but you know what I mean, bro. Same creator. Now, I do love Kuras's character. It's well executed in Underverse and Xtale. He's well fleshed out and how he wants to be separated from Sands, even though he is Sands. He is Cross. The way Jakey uses his character is amazing, and I hope to see more from him as it goes on, because you know he's kind of the main character, if anything. And the way he's executed in both Underverse and Xtale, amazing. He gets a hot. Also, I gotta judge his design. I like the design. He gets a hot A tier. A lot of these people will be going in A tier. There will be only a few going in lower places. For Reaper, we love Reaper. Reaper Sands, he's cool. I never really read anything related to his original comic, but I do like his design. So he will get, I'd say around C tier. C to B tier. Gotta give him B. Give him B. Glitch Tail. Now, this isn't because I don't like this. Well, actually, no, it is completely because I don't like Glitch Tail as a series. It's a horrible series. I hate it. Its writing is absolutely awful. Its power system, absolutely awful. Its villains, awful. Now, the art, good. This is the only thing keeping me from going insane. So, Glitch Tail Sands, I like him. But I'll give him E. I don't mean to judge based off a series, but anything related to Camila Cuevas will not get anything from me. Now, Delta Sands. Delta Sands, I love his design, and I love his comic as well. The way he's executed as a character is quite immaculate, and I think he's done like quite the amount of not damage, but a lot of things to the community. He's so well known. Now I could say the same about Ink and Eror, both Underverse and their original character. Dust Sands, specifically Canon Dust Sands. Novel Dust is over here, purely because I haven't read the novel. But Dusttail, Canon Dusttail, he's amazing. I love his design, and I love the way he's executed within his comic. It is absolutely immaculate. We love it. Him as a character, I think he fits the great edgy trope. Not like edgy like Fell Sands edgy, but he's quite edgy. He's a well fleshed out character. I just like him. I mean, like, you'd like him if you were one of them kids who just thought anything where they just killed everybody was cool. Yeah, he gets a hot, I'd say B tier. Now, Insanity Sands, I like him a lot, actually. I think, of course, he's a well-written character. Like, I'm gonna refrain from saying fleshed out, because, well, what I mean by fleshed out is well-written. Well-written character. Pretty good Sands. His design is basically just classic Sands, but you know, all the cracks, all the blood, all that. He has a pretty sad backstory, so he gets because I can't really base it off his design. His design's pretty basic, actually. So he'll get B tier. He can go above Reaper, and Reaper will go back down here. Let me Reaper this. Because I don't know much about Hortale. Here. There we go. There we go. Last Breath Sands. Now, Last Breath Sands, I'm gonna be specifically talking about all the canon phases. 99999. I don't really like those phases. It's kind of stupid, honestly. So I'm gonna be talking about actually not even canon phases. I'm just gonna say first 3. I think his game was pretty good. All of that. I think he has a pretty good backstory per se, as to how his powers work and such, as to why he's able to stay alive. The whole Gaster thing, I think that is pretty good. But at the same time, he's pretty basic, so he gets C tier. Ink Sands, immaculate writing, pretty sad backstory, and an amazing design. I love everything about him. Well written character, no less, inside of both Underverse and his original comic. We love him. He gets he can get A tier. I don't want him near Eror. Underswap Sands. Now, Underswap Sands, not to be confused with Blueberry Sands. No, they are not the same character. Don't ever say that again. Underswap Sands, I think he's a pretty good character, although I don't believe he has an actual comic. Well, as to what we know about him, he's like what he's meant to be. He's meant to be a swapped sands. Literally just papyrus. Not papyrus. He's literally just sands, but he's papyrus. Pretty simple concept. As to his design, fits him. It's literally just what it's meant to be. So he gets an A tier for me. VHS Sands. I don't actually know too much about him aside from him apparently being the one to deal with hackers. I think his design is pretty good. That's why I left him over here. So as design wise, I'm just gonna base it design-esque. So this pairing doesn't actually count. He'll get around here, right above Last Breath, but not above these characters. Yeah. Hortale. I actually did read a lot of his comic. Not all of it. Most of it. Now, Hortale Sands, I think he's a well-written Sands, honestly. Super well-written. He deviates from the original completely, honestly. Not completely, but he deviates from him a lot. Not being just a carbon clone of the original Sands. He has quite the sad backstory, and also a pretty good design. Because he is basically just original Sands, with the cracked skull, the good old eye, and blood. The gruesality of him and his own comic is absolutely amazing and well thought out. Love him. He gets where will I put him? He will get bottom of A tier. You go above Underswap Sands. Above Underswap Sands. And Dust Trust. Well, Dust Trust, he is, well, exactly what you think he is. He is Underswap, but he's Dust. Technically, he's a disbelief variant, if anything. Now, do I enjoy his design? Yes, he has a pretty good design. Do I enjoy his story? Pretty good story. Fits his character. Fits what he's, well, name. It fits his name more of the whole Dust Trust, disbelief, all of that. Love him. He gets a good old want to put him? I'll put him right below Cannon Dust. Actually, no, below Insanity. I like him more than these guys, but I don't like him more than these two. No, Cross, get back down here. Okay. Killer / something new Sands. Something new. It depends on what ending we're talking about here, but personally, I'm gonna use the one where I think it's an actual ending. I'm gonna use the one where Nightmare finds him and such, and of course his design pretty good, his backstory pretty good. So I'm not gonna try to explain that. Basic rundown. East Sands with Aura. They make a deal, something new, all of that, and he's basically killing his entire family. Well, not his entire family, but everybody in the underground, along with Kara. So he'll get bottom of A tier. Actually, put him above these people. Undertale Sands. Undertale. I like him. I like him a lot. Like his story a lot. Him being trapped in the whole void thing. I like it. I like it. I think he's a well thought out character, and his design is pretty immaculate, if you ask me. Fitting of what happened to him. So we'll round here. So that. Undertale Sands. I like the execution of his character a lot. He's still like a pretty silly character, but at the same time, he's very serious at times. Of course, in the fanon, he's still very silly and pretty serious at times. Well, I just like him, especially in Underverse as well. Not in Underverse, but like how they do him in the Underverse shorts. So I'll put him bottom of A tier. Purely because I have not fully read his comics, as you can tell, because I didn't say too much about him. I haven't said too much about anybody here, actually. Because I'm not finna sit here and just tell you everything about the character. That's not my job. Now, Fatal Error. I actually don't know too much about him. Now, when it comes to Fatal Error from Underverse, I know about him. The original Fatal Error, I don't know too much about him. Aside from his whole antagonization of Error because of what Error did. Now, if we're just gonna use his design, because when I don't know something about the character, I'm just gonna go on design. I think he has an immaculate design. If we go just off design, he'll be around up here. I like all of these people's design more than his, although his is well thought out. I like it. Undertale. It's Undertale. Like, what do you think I'm gonna put it? Anyway, well, Undertale Sands. I'm just putting him up there because of his design, honestly. But like, when it comes to his actual AU per se, I think it's a pretty good AU. It's just Undertale, but in space, if anything, and I think it's pretty well executed. And all the designs in the AU are awesome. Specifically, Undertale Sands, because it's the Sands AU tier list. So he gets up there. Fresh. Now, of course, I do love Fresh. I do love me some Fresh. But, of course, I'm going to base this mostly off design. I don't know if I want to do it off this design, actually. That's technically, I'm pretty sure his newest design, like this one, is his canon design. I'm just gonna go off this one. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go off this one. Although I'm pretty sure this. Yeah. Now for his actual like story wise, I think he's amazing. I love him. I'm gonna put him right around here, actually. I feel like he has a more complex design than these guys. Go right there. Yeah. Flowerfell. Now when it comes to Flowerfell, I know nothing about Flowerfell, but I will base it off his design. I do love his design. It's utterly immaculate. So he can get right here just because of his design. I'm very biased. I know nothing about him. Sun changes. I know nothing about him aside from him being Sands, but he has fucking aimbot. He uses a gun. Because he uses a gun. And yeah, I'm American. I'm joking. I am American, but not the main reason. The fact that he uses a gun gets him low A tier. Now when it comes to the Underverse characters, usually a lot of them will get the same tier. Except for Ink, Fresh, Cream, and Air. So I'm not gonna talk about them. Not yet. Well, not yet. I'm probably not even gonna talk about them at all. Undertale. When it comes to Undertale, I know nothing about it. Undertale, I love it. Pretty good. Actually, I forgot I'm basing this off design. So when it comes to design, he'll still like get around here. Actually, I don't really like this design that much. Specifically that one. When it comes to Eror Sands, he could get around there. Hand plates. If we're just basing it off design, they literally get like at least above these two. These two at least. But if we're basing it off actual story, they literally get up here. And I'm gonna leave them there. Because you can't do anything about it. But yeah. I think that this is a pretty okay tier list. Let me know. Please don't attack me for my opinions. Don't attack anyone in the comments for their opinions. And let me know how you feel. Actually, don't let me know how you feel. I'm joking. Let me know how you feel about it. How you would base them. I suppose I should say, thanks for watching. Love you. See you soon, little Mythbusters.